Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts. This is going to be viewer requested by YouTube viewer and friend Omar Graves. He wants to hear what my thoughts are on IGN's list for the top 25 greatest characters at this current time in The Walking Dead. Okay, so yes, I want to say thank you to Omar for a great video suggestion. I didn't even know about the list, but he pointed me towards it, so I decided, hey, you know what? I'll take a look. So I took a look at the ratings. You guys can go ahead and take a look at the list below. I'll paste it, and then I'll also put a link to IGN's official page, so you can see they've got a nice write-up on each character and kind of why they're putting them where. Now, I've done a number of these videos in the past before, too, and if this doesn't go too long, we'll do some Q&A part 40 questions. 40, yes. Yeah, and if you guys missed yesterday's video, want to kind of touch on that a little bit. Some people were thrown through a loop as to why I was doing a video on top 10 tips to be happy in real life, and you know, it's just mainly what you guys ask for. So if I get a viewer who sends through a great question or something, or I feel like I can help somebody in some way, that, you know, part of the list, one of the items on the list for sure is if you want to make yourself happy, one of the easiest things you can do is help somebody else. So I hope at least a few people took from that video and liked it, and you know, maybe took a few principles that maybe they weren't including. And a lot of them, like I said, are not necessarily from me. They could be from books I've read or things I've heard from people that are way smarter than me. And I'm just sharing kind of my list there. And other people have added some awesome stuff in the comments below too on things that work for them. And you know, I felt it turned out really good. So for anybody who didn't like it, my apologies. You know, we're going to get back to the regular stuff, but I do like to mix it up here and there with a few different types of videos. And also, again, it's what you guys ask for. Plus, you know, I hope to be on YouTube for the next 40, 50 years. You know, it's a passion of mine to create videos even before the Walking Dead TV series started. You know, over 5 seasons ago, over 5 years ago, I was actually making videos at that point too, and my previous channel and that on different things. And once the Walking Dead hit, I was like, oh goddamn, I got to do stuff on this because I love it so much. So that's why I do so much focus on the Walking Dead, because I love it so much, and you guys do too. But it doesn't mean it's all that I can do. And from time to time, I'm going to mix it up a little bit because, you know, we can't, there aren't always things to talk about for The Walking Dead. And eventually, one day, 10 or 20 years from now, the series probably won't be on anymore. So I'll have to pivot. I'll have to go into a different direction. Either that, or you just stop, right, altogether. And, you know, I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I don't intend on stopping anytime soon. Even if I have to pivot and go in a different direction, that's what I'll do. So cool. But anyway, I wanted to just quickly touch on that for anybody who missed it, yesterday's video. I thought it turned out good. I liked it, and I was happy to do it, and it made me happier instantly just by putting it together for you guys. So check it out if you missed it. Okay, so for this video, back to the regular stuff, Walking Dead, top 25. So thank you, Omar. Awesome suggestion. So, okay, so his exact message was, hey, Trev, what do you think of IGN's top 25 Walking Dead characters? Tdog is number 20. Tdog. Why are we talking about Tdog? Who cares? No, he saved the group because he saved Carol, and Carol saved the group. Yeah, you're right about that. Whoever commented on that, I forget exactly who it was who said that, but it's true. You know, he did inadvertently. He's the true hero of the show. It's Tdog. He's the one who made it all happen. Yeah, earlier on. You know, the ripple effect, right? The butterfly effect. So here's their list. All right, let's go over it. I'll put it there so you guys can read it too. You can read along with me if you want. Number 25, Clemintine. Okay, from the video game. So I understood, you know, you want to put her on the list. That's cool. You know, she's an awesome character. They didn't put Lee on the list, but they put her from the game. Now, here's one thing about their list is, and I'll say this right off the bat, their list has a mix of video game, comic book series, TV series. But with regards to the characters that are in the TV series and the comic book series, they don't differentiate between the two. So they view them as the same character. They view Rick as Rick, whether it's the TV series or comic book series. Shane as Shane, whether it's the TV series or comic book series. Governor, same. Carol, the same. And I like to do my list separate. If you guys have seen my list for top 10 greatest characters, which I have done quite a few of at this point, and updated it and changed it as the characters change and grow and the seasons go on, and the comic book series goes forward. I like to separate them. I like to say, okay, top 10 TV series characters, top 10 comic book series characters, and have them be different. Because I don't view the characters in the TV series as the same as the characters in the comic book series. It's like a different universe. And a lot of the characters are quite a bit different in the TV series from from the comic book series. To give you some examples, characters like Shane was quite a bit different. Morgan has been so much more likable in the TV series. It's insane. Carol is probably the best example. Carol's character in the comic book series and TV series are polar opposites. They both, yeah, there. They both, they're totally different. You know, in one case, you have a person that becomes crazed and masochistic from the zombie apocalypse to the point where she decides, life isn't worth living anymore, and, you know, she genders it. And then on the other hand, you have Carol from the TV series who goes through even more shit than the other Carol, and still decides that she's going to be, no, she's a super badass. She's the mother of the group, so to speak, and she's going to protect her cubs, right? So you have a character that has the same name, okay? You know, doesn't really look the same, but is completely different between two versions of her. Exact opposites, really. One decides to give up. The other decides to fight tooth and nail for the others who she cares about. So on one hand, you know, TV series version Carol, one of my favorite characters. Comic book series version of Carol, totally forgettable and don't care about whatsoever. So that's why I separate them. But IGN wants to combine them. That's cool, I guess. You know, the list is a list, but I would say that I don't think you can do that because the characters are so different from one to the other version. They're like totally different characters in some cases. You know, even Michonne is where she's at in the comic book series right now, and the TV series is like, you know, kind of polar opposites as well too. Whereas one, Michonne from the TV series, wants to go for the community and wants to trust and do all this stuff. Comic book series Michonne is the exact opposite right now. She doesn't want anything to do with people, it seems, for the most part. At least, well, in some ways, right? And I think she may regret that now at this current time. But anyway, let's get back on track. My opinion, I don't think you should combine them. I don't think it makes sense, but they did, so let's look at their list. Clementine, 25. 24, Gabriel. Great character. Gabriel, I don't know. Maybe the comic book. Well, maybe the comic book series. The TV series version I would not put on the greatest character list for The Walking Dead. I don't care if it's 25 spots. He would be pushed off for me. I just don't like I don't like the TV series version of Gabriel thus far. 23, Lori Grimes. Another character I hate. But she stirs the pot, though. You know, I think they called her Lady Macbeth in the list, which is funny. You know, I like that, but okay, I understand if you want to put her on there. She's an important character at least, right? She's a very important character. And if you hate her, cool. You're probably supposed to hate her, to be honest with you. 23, Lori. 22, Bob Stookey. So, TV series version, obviously, the comic book series. Again, see, you want to talk about different. There you go. Different character again. So TV series, yeah, you know, I think you can put it on. I liked how he, you know, we were talking about being happy yesterday, how he is somebody who's able to be happy and remain positive in a zombie apocalypse. That is rare, you know, that is really, really rare. And you saw in the end that he was able to, you know, to actually stare right into the face of death and laugh, which was pretty good. And actually helped out, I would say, did it help him survive? You know, maybe. I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I like him because he stayed positive in, you know, the worst case scenario you could ever imagine. Some dudes are eating your legs. Or eating your leg. 21, Abraham Ford. I would put him higher, I think. I think Abraham's a great character. And again, they don't specify which version, TV series, comic book series version. Number 20, Tdog. That's funny. I do think Tdog should be on the list at some point. Yeah, so 20 makes sense. Number 19, Beth. TV series, obviously. I don't know. You know, I hated Beth at first. In the end, I didn't hate her too much when the story ended, like the end of her story. They got good mileage out of the character. So, okay, I can see if you want to add her. It's not like she's in the high spots. Number 18, Paul Monroe, or nickname Jesus. Cool character. Love his, you know, the physicality. His fighting skills are awesome. So, you know, I'd like for him to be pretty high on the list, to be honest with you. If you're good, but again, comic book series, right? We don't know what TV series version of him is going to be like. We have no idea yet. Number 17, Tyreese. So again, it depends which version. The TV series version of Tyreese or the comic series version. Again, very, very, very different. But yeah, I can see you putting Tyreese on the list. You know, awesome character. 16, Eugene. Yeah, cool. 15, Ezekiel. Also cool. 14, Merle. You know, I would put Merle quite a bit higher because I thought he was just so much damn fun. But and so unpredictable, and Michael Rooker's amazing. But 14, okay, we'll take it. 13, Herschel. Herschel's an awesome character from the TV series. 12, Dale. Well, you got to go with the comic series version of Dale there, I would have to say. Just because of what happened with the character at the end in the TV series. But, I do like the TV series. Jeffrey DeMunn, is it? I'm pretty sure the actor's name. Nowadays, I almost even forget. But, okay, I understand if you want to put Dale on the list. That's cool. Number 11, Negan. So, again, because you're mixing comic series and TV series, it's kind of hard to say because it really fills out quickly. But Negan, I'd put pretty high. As a villain, for the comic series, Negan would be my number one villain. For the TV series, again, we got to wait to see what he's going to be like. Number 10 is Shane. Oh, man. Shane, maybe a comic series version. TV series version of Shane should be really high. He's an amazing character. He was awesome to see. You really feel for him. A lot of emotional, a tether there to him as a character. Number 9, Glenn. Cool. Yeah, Glenn's been around for a long time. Mainstay. Awesome character. Number 8, Maggie. Would I put Maggie higher than Glenn? Maybe in the comic book series, but not in the TV series, I don't think. Number 7, Andrea. And they use a picture of the TV series version of Andrea for this one. That's where I'm also like, what the hell? I don't know. Number 6, Carl. Comic book series version of Carl. Oh yeah, he's high for me. 5, Carol, TV series version, obviously, really cool. 4, the Governor. They have a picture of the comic book series version of the Governor there. I would prefer David Morrissey, to be honest with you, but I can see you putting him high on the list. Number 3, Daryl. Number 2, Michonne, and number 1, Rick. So Daryl, number 3. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see that. But Michonne, number 2. I don't know, man. She's badass and everything like that. I agree with that. But anyway, my list would be different. But what do I think about the list? It's a pretty decent list. I mean, Rick is number 1. That's safe. That's pretty safe to put Rick as number 1 because, of course, it's his story. He's the main lead, so it makes sense. Comic book series or TV series version. Michonne is number 2. I'd move her up, but I guess, now how can I see this here? Well, she's been pretty big last season of The Walking Dead. Season 5, she did kind of have the parts with Rick where she was questioning him and stuff like that, and they were talking about going to Alexandria. And she's always been a pretty big character, so she would definitely be near the top for me, but I don't think I would put her at number 2. I don't think I'd put her in the TV series version above Daryl. No, I wouldn't do that. Above Carol? I don't know. This is tough. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the top 25. Again, for me, I don't want to say like I disregard it or I throw it out, but because they're combining all the different facets of The Walking Dead into one thing, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can just do that and slam it all together without saying this is TV series version, this is comic book series version. See what I mean? Yeah, so there it is. That's that. Okay, so let's see if we can get into a couple of your guys' questions. Maybe we'll just do one because that's pretty long. I'll also put my recent TV series list, which is from the mid-season 5.5 break. So in between, I had Rick at number 1, I had Daryl at number 2, I had Shane at number 3, Carol at number 4, then Michonne at number 5. Because again, think about it. Michonne has not been there since the very beginning of the series, but Carol was, and her transformation was pretty amazing. So, for TV series, I'd put her above Michonne because she's been so much fun. Look at the Terminus stuff and all that. It's a great example. Then I had Morgan Jones. Again, they did not put Morgan on the list at all. For the TV series, I think you have to. The Governor, like for example, you put Beth on the list, you put Lori on the list, you put Gabriel on the list, but you don't put Morgan on the list? That's a weird noise, eh? That's what I sound like when I'm thinking. The Governor, Merle at number 8, then Herschel at number 9, and then Glenn at number 10. But that was at mid-season. So, it changes a lot. It's evolved over seasons and seasons because I've done quite a few lists. But there it is there. So let me know what you guys think. What are your maybe top 5, top 10 characters, and what do you think of IGN's list of excluding characters like Morgan and there's others too. But I think my lists are better. Just be honest there. My lists are better. I'm awesome. Lists are awesome. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, let's do just one question. This will be from Music Game, and the E is a 3. He's asked questions before, and he says, Trev, if you had to live in one of the more recent locations in The Walking Dead, which one would it be? And from the characters, who would be your leader? So I've already answered the question of, which place would I live? But who would be your leader? The Alexandria Safe Zone with Rick or Douglas as your leader? The Hilltop Colony with Gregory or Maggie as your leader? The Sanctuary with Negan or Dwight as your leader? The Kingdom with Ezekiel as your king? The Whisperers Camp with Alpha as your leader? Or would you rather just live on a boat, not talking to people at all like Michonne? So I guess he's going comic book series here is what he's asking at current time, which is cool. Oh, that's a good question, man. That's tough. But Negan with the Saviors, the Sanctuary, that'd be funny. But he's crazy. You might get mad at you one day for nothing and decide to burn your face. Or Dwight. Well, but everybody else is nuts, and we haven't really seen what Dwight's about, yet in the comic book series and how he runs things, right? So I think I might have to go with. Let's go with Alexandria Safe Zone with Rick as the leader. I think that makes sense. You could go Hilltop or something like that, but then, Gregory was so damn weak. If you choose Maggie too, that'd be kind of cool, but I think I'd feel more safe if Rick, in its current state in the comic book series right now, if Rick was the leader at Alexandria, I would feel more safe than at the Hilltop, I think. Or maybe any of the others. The Whisperers are pretty safe, but they're kind of living a crappy life, to be honest. They're just out there on their own, whatever, just eating what they can find, and no shelter, no nothing. So there it is for you guys, my video with my thoughts on the top 25 greatest characters for The Walking Dead. Write your list below and what you think about the IGN list. And if you guys want to see me do maybe one as an updated for the comic book series, can do. TV series version, like I said, is right there. It probably hasn't changed very much. I could think about it a little bit from what we saw in the second half. But for the most part, it'd be mostly the same. So if you like the video, come on, guys, you know what to do. Thumb it up, please. Share, favorite, and if you want to make me feel great, you want to do something nice for me, go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left if you're new. That's it for this one, guys. See you again really soon for another video. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace.